You're going to write a Java program to complete a text-based version of a floodfill algorithm. And you know what floodfill is. You've done this many times. You're editing a picture in Paint or whatever, graphics, some kind of graphics program. And let's say I want to change my pizza color. I don't know why it's yellow to begin with. What kind of sliced pizza is that? But I want to change it to something more sauce-like. So I'll select a red color there, and I can select the little bucket tool. And if I click in this yellow area, you can see that it fills all the yellow, everything that was that color yellow that's connected with red. Now, I guess this must be a different shade of yellow around there, but you know what floodfill, I'm sure, again, you've used this before. Well, you're not going to do something quite so exciting. You're going to make a text-based version of it. So I'll run it, and you can see what it's going to look like here. And here is a starting grid. It's just X's and blank spaces, and I am flood filling the location 2, 3. So row 2, 0, 1, 2, column 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm starting right in this blank space right here, and I'm filling it with dashes. So every blank space that's connected to this blank space gets filled with a dash. So notice there are dashes all up here, and then it kind of comes down and all around and fills all these dashes, this blank space with dashes, excuse me. And you can see down here what the completed one looks like. Dashes are all filled all around. Everything is filled in with dashes, except these two little regions right here. Actually, it's one region, I suppose, is not filled in with dashes. It is not connected. So you're going to do this. This would be actually pretty tough to do iteratively. You're going to do this recursively, and I'll show you what your starting point is. You're going to write the fill grid method that takes a two-dimensional array of strings. It's going to be characters, an initial row and column, an old letter and a new letter. Now, the old letter is obviously the character that you're going to replace, and the new letter is what you're going to replace it with. And I give you a good hint here. This is going to be recursive. The base case is quite simply if the row or column is out of bounds. In other words, it's off the grid. It's below 0, or it's beyond the end of the grid. Or if the current location, row column, is not equal to the letter that you want to replace. In other words, if it's not equal to the old letter, then you're not going to replace it. Then you just return. That's your base case. Otherwise, you have your recursive case. Now, the recursive case, you're going to call fill grid again. You're calling it recursively with the 4 locations connected to the current location: above, below, to the right, and to the left. Flood fill does not work diagonally. It only flood fills above, below, to the right, and the left. And actually, if you scroll down here at the bottom, I did write the main method for you. This is some two-dimensional array, and you saw it before. It's initialized with a bunch of X's and blanks. And I'm flood filling locations starting from 2, 3. Again, that's row 2, 0, 1, 2, column 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I guess I'm starting right here, and I'm filling it with dashes. So all the dashes get filled. And again, this would be, think about writing it iteratively just by reading through in row major order or column major order. It would be pretty tricky to do. How do you know if they're connected or not? But doing it recursively should be relatively easy. So go for it, and I think you should be able to do it. No problem at all. All right.